అడుగుతున్నది పెద్ద ఇంపార్టెంట్. So open this VMware, right? Workstation, right? Open this Ubuntu 64-bit. Power on this virtual machine. Power on this virtual machine. Slowly it starts, right? Power on this virtual machine, it starts. Your Linux desktop is going to get opened. So in the last class, I was discussing about the Python syntax aspect. So like variables, lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, everything we discussed. One thing you need to understand is functional programming and modular programming. Functional programming and modular programming, you need to understand. Yes. Function. Generally, function means the block of statements performs particular task. Block of statements which performs particular task. Particular task. Block of statement which performs particular task. Generally, any statement executes automatically in Python. Functions are not executed automatically. Functions are not executed automatically. To execute functions, we need to make a function call. We need to make a function call. We can make n number of function calls. We can make n number of function calls. Functions are not executed automatically. To execute functions, we need to make a function. We can make n number of function calls. Now, so function defined by using a keyword def. Function defined by using a keyword def. Function defined by using a keyword def. All statements within the functions, all statements within the function should follow indentation. All statements within the function should follow indentation, right? Syntax for defining function in Python. Syntax, right? Syntax for defining the function. Syntax for defining function in Python, right? Yes. Using def keyword, function name, statement 1, statement 2. How many statements you give, right? Yes. Then here, return statement. Username Hadoop, HADOOP, right? Terminal. Open this terminal, right? And say Start all the services, right? View, zoom in, right? Yes. Start hyphen dfs dot sh. Start hyphen dfs dot sh. It's just going to start all the services, storage services. It starts name node, it stores data node, starts secondary name node. Name node, data node, secondary name node. Yes. Now we need to start processing component. Start hyphen yarn dot sh. Yes, start hyphen yarn dot sh. If I say JPS, only Java process, right? It is going to execute all the Java process. Secondary name node, data node, node manager, resource manager, right? Yes. Name node, data node, secondary name node, resource manager, and node manager. Control Shift T, yes. Just say PySpark. Just say PySpark, right? So what is the syntax for defining a function, right? It's syntax for defining function in Python. DEF function name arguments return statement. Control L, don't say DEF. Using DEF, we'll be defining a function display. What is that? A display. DEF display. Function name. DEF display function. Display is the function name. Say enter. Take some indentation. 3 spaces I have taken. Print hello. Print good evening. Print hello and print good evening. Okay, function within the function, two statements following the same indentation. So function won't execute automatically. See, to execute this function, display function with 2 statements, right? We need to call it. How to call the function with the function name. Display. Now, if I say display, then the function executes. and gives the output. Hello, good evening. Right. Defining a function. Calling a function. Defining a function and calling a function. Yes. Function with arguments. Next. Function with arguments. Function with arguments means yes. The mail, everyone got the link through mail, right? Is there any problem with this joining the session? Hello, anyone? I'm getting messages for the other guys.
I joined Holding, sir.
This in last Saturday, everyone, last Sunday, I think everyone got a link, I think. Hello,
Yes, sir.
the
Yes,
same,
sir.
the same link, right? It
Yes,
is
sir.
the same link of last Sunday.
Here, def is used for defining any function, or
Yes.
def means definition, or what is the full form here?
So here we have discussed, right? Functions are defined by using a keyword def. Functions are defined by using a keyword def function name, statements, and return statement. Yes. Okay. So def function name statements, all the statements within the function should follow the indentation. This return statement, a normal function with the def, we will be defining a function here. And these are the two statements within the function with indentation, right? Yes. Okay, functions with arguments, functions with arguments. Okay. For example, how to define a function using def compute function, compute of arguments x comma y, two arguments we are passing, right? Def, using def we will be defining a function. Okay, x. Okay, use some indentation. Three spaces are given. Z equal to x plus y. And a print z value. Print z value. Yes. Come out of this, the function, a small function with two arguments and two statements, right? Come out of this function. Now, if I want to execute this function, functions are not executed automatically. We need to call them. How to call? With the function name. With the function name. What is the function name? Compute. Compute. And what are the values of xy here? Compulsory, while calling this function, I need to provide the values. What is the x value I'm providing? 10. Y value 20. What is z value? When x is 10, y is 20, what will be the z value? 30, right?
30.
Z equal to x plus 5. Print z 30, yes. Whenever you make this function call only, then the control goes here and execute this and executes.
Yeah, return keyword is not required. You mentioned that
So it's
return.
not compulsory. Return is not compulsory, but I'll show next example. This with arguments. Next, function with arguments and with return type. So in PySpark, in every example that we discuss, we use lambda function. You need to clearly understand about function and lambda function. Without lambda function, we cannot perform any operation. So lambda function mostly used, lambda expressions. Okay. Next, functions with arguments and return type. Functions with arguments and with return type. with arguments and with return type. Check this. df show, right? df show a function, right? df show is a function with two arguments x comma y. Use some indentation, z equal to x plus y. Z equal to x plus y. Use space and say return say. So here the function show is a function with two arguments, z equal to x plus y. Finally return the z value. Whatever the function is computed, whatever the value is computed, the computed function, the value you can return it. Where this z value will be, where this z, the returned value will be stored. Who stores this returned value? Return z means this value is stored by the function call show of what is the x value 10, what is the y value 20, what is the z value 30. What the function is returning? Return z means it is returning 30. The 30 is stored by this function call. Who stored this function call? You're returning z value. The z value will be stored where? By this function call only. Who stores that? Yes.
Sir, what is the difference between print and return? Means print we also showing the output and return is also showing the output. Then are they same or is there any difference?
So here z is a local variable which can be accessed only within the function. That value cannot be taken to the outside. From outside that compute function, you cannot take the z value. But if later I want to use the z function later part of my program code, then return it. Here, just this z will be used only within the function. The z value will be active only within the function. Once you come out of that function, you cannot use the z value. If you want to use the z value in the later statements, return it. Return and store in one variable. Return and store in some variable. C. Return in some variable C. Now, what is the C value?
30.
30, right? So whatever the function is written, understood why we go for return statement is, if you want to use this output in the later part of your program, then return it and store in one variable.
That is
Wherever
also
you want to use,
possible by print statement, na? Also it will be possible by print statement.
you cannot access the z from outside the function. Z is a local variable, we say. The print z you cannot say from outside the class, outside this function. No, you cannot say print z. You get error, you check. Okay, C equal to show of 10 comma 20. Now what is the C value here? What is the C value here?
30.
30. Understood, right? What is written statement? The function taking two values and returning one value. The return value is stored by the, whatever the function is written, the return value is stored by the function call. Same thing assigned to one variable and print it. This function with return type. Print is say 38 prints. Any query in this function with arguments and with return type?
So here, the return statement you given Z, right? So once you given there, so we can use anywhere in the program, right? The same.
This Z cannot be used, but this C can be used anywhere in the program. C is nothing but the Z output only, right?
Yeah, but the
So
C is equal to show is outside of the return statement, right? So in this case, how we can use the C is equal to like the value in the other area.
So this C can be used in the later part of the program. Here C, what value is assigned to C? Whatever after executing the function, whatever the Z value you are getting, that will be stored by C. Whatever the function is returning, that value will be stored by C. So here, taking two values, performing that sum, and return that computed sum value. That computed sum value to be given to whom? Then Z. This function call takes the value of it. Whatever the function returning, the same thing assigned to C. Print the C. Means whatever the function computed results, you are storing in one variable. Just you are storing it separately in one variable. This function with arguments with return type. Here this Z can't be used from outside this function. But here Z can't be used, but Z value you are stored in C and the C can be used in the later part of the code. Okay.
So here the value will be numeric, right? The C variable data type will be
Yes,
right.
integer. Next is okay, that is function with arguments, without it arguments. Lambda function is important. You need to understand clearly. Lambda function. What is lambda function? Means a function without any name is called lambda function. A function without any name is called lambda function.
So here that the function you defined. So this is like Python function or PySpark function? Because it looks like
This df show the user defined function which I have defined it. It's a user defined function of Python.
user defined function of Python.
Yes. So lambda function means a function without any name is called as lambda. Generally, how will you call a function? How will you call a function, right? We call the function by its name. We call a function by its name. But here, if a function doesn't have a name, how will you call that function then? What is lambda function? A function without any name we call as lambda function. A function without any name is called as lambda function. If a function doesn't have a name, then how will you call that function? If a function doesn't have a name, if the function doesn't have a name, then assign that function to a variable. Assign that function to a variable, and that variable behaves like the function. and the variable behave like the function name. For example, syntax for defining a function. Syntax for defining a lambda function, right? This is important. Lambda keyword we use. Normal function we use def. Lambda function we use lambda. Arguments. Expression. Just lambda keyword, arguments and expression. So here generally function, normal function, right? Arguments are there. Function with arguments. Function name, arguments. Here no function name, but still arguments are there and expression. Assign this lambda function, assign this lambda function to a variable, assign this lambda function to a variable. And the variable behaves, and the variable behaves like the function name. Assign this lambda function to a variable and the variable behaves like the function name. Understand this? Now try to say a lambda function to square a number. Observe this. I'm just writing a lambda function to square a number. Yes. This is a comment in Python. Lambda function to square a number. Lambda function to square a number means what is it? Lambda keyword x into x. What is the syntax? Lambda argument, one argument and expression. Lambda, one argument and expression. Lambda function to square a number means lambda argument expression. Assign this lambda function to a variable f. Now f will behave like the function name. Using f, you can make a call. F is the function name. I need to make a call. What is the x value? I am giving 10. X value 10. I'm giving f of 10. What is the output of this f of 10?
1000.
Assign this function.
100.
What is the output you get? F of 10.
100.
That's a function call. Understood, right? How I call the function, how I call that function. In the previous example, compute function, show function, with that names I called it. But here lambda function is not having any name. So just it has got argument expression. I'm assigning to some variable. Now the variable behaves like the function name.
Function name.
Yes.
So is it necessary to put lambda keyword here?
Yes, compulsory.
And after that you have put it x colon. That is also compulsory.
What is the syntax of lambda function? Check. Lambda arguments expression. So what is this?
Okay.
Sir, is this a one-line function?
Lambda function is a one-line function, yes. So here lambda, see this is the syntax. Lambda, argument, x. expression x into x, function to square a number.
Is a lambda function is a performance wise is faster?
Yes. Instead of using a function in another function, it's better to go for lambda function. When to go for lambda function? Instead of when to go for lambda function? Why to go for lambda function? Instead of going with functions within a function, instead of that, go with lambda. F2 equal to, just observe this. F2 equal to F2 equal. Okay, fine. Okay, understand this lambda function, because lambda functions in every code, we use lambda function in PySpark. Okay. Fine. Now, understood is lambda function. Any query in this? Lambda argument expression. The lambda function doesn't have any name, and assign this entire lambda function to a variable. The variable behaves like the function name. Using that f only, I made a call. X value is 10. The output is 10 into 10, 100. Observe this example, right? One more. Now, I'm writing a note here in this lambda function. Note. We can provide multiple arguments. We can provide multiple arguments. Here x is there, multiple arguments in lambda function. In lambda function, we can provide multiple arguments, but only one expression. Okay. In lambda function, we can provide multiple arguments. Means here we have given only one argument here. We can also go with multiple arguments. But this expression only one expression. Okay. Lambda function will be only in a single line, right? For example, multiple arguments, only one expression. For example, lambda function using lambda keyword lambda x comma y, x comma y gives x into y. Assign this lambda function to a variable f2. Assign this entire lambda function to a variable f2. Now f2 behaves like the function name. Using f2, we can make a call. Now try to say how to call this f2 of how many values I need to provide. X and y values. X value 10, y value 20. Here x takes 10, y value 20. 10 into 20, 200 will be the output. In which situation we go for lambda function? In which situations, right? We go for lambda function. When using one function, when using one function. In which situation we go for lambda function means when using one function as an argument to another function. When using one function as an argument to another function. When using one function as an argument to another function, right? We go for lambda function. Mostly lambda function used, mostly lambda function used in other functions, like filter, filter function, map function, right? Yes. Filter function means for filtering data, right? Filtering data. For filtering data. Okay. Filter function takes two arguments. Filter function takes two arguments. It takes two arguments. First one, lambda function as the first argument. Lambda, observe carefully. In filter function, in map functions, mostly this. Filter function takes two arguments. First one, lambda function as the first one, and second, like iterable type like list. Iterable type like list. Lambda function as first one, iterable type like list. Now observe this. Try to understand this. Filter function takes two arguments. First is lambda function. Second is iterable type like list. Now, see, I've got some values. X equal to list of values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. The task. Task is filter only those. Filter only those whose value, right? About 20. Filter only those elements whose value about 20. Now try to say yes. Filter function. Within the filter function, what is the first argument I need to take? What is the first argument I need to take within the filter? So compulsory this filter function, map function, lambda function, mostly yes. Filter function takes two arguments. What is the first one? Lambda. Second is iterable types. Okay. Now coming to this, first it has to take lambda function. Filter function first it takes lambda. What is lambda key syntax? Lambda argument like y is one argument. Expression y should be greater than 20. Y means it takes one by one element. First y takes 10. 10 greater than 20? No. Y takes 20. 20 greater than 20. Please be in mute. So y takes 10, 10 greater than 20. Y takes 20, 20 greater than 20. Y takes 30. 30 greater than 20, it's true. It filters. Y takes 40, 40 greater than 20, it's true. Y takes 50, 50 greater than 20, it filters. Which one? Only those which are satisfying this condition y greater than 20. First one, okay. To the filter function, first one is lambda function. What is the second one? Iterable type like list. What is the list name here? X, comma, X I need to give. Filter function takes first argument as lambda. Second argument is iterable type like list X. So from this X, it takes one by one element Y and checks if Y 10 greater than that. Next 20 greater than 20. 30 greater than 20, right? In this way, the filtered ones you can store in the RES. RES is the result. RES is the result. But this filter function, the output will be like filter type. What data type? Filter type. But I want filter type, it won't be printed in the output. Just observe this output. You will get like filter object at so and so address. It won't print the output. Just like range object. Now, for example, like the reversed object, other things, right? This filter object won't display the output. It just gives the object address. It is not displaying, right? If I say RES, it is not 30, 40, 50. That is the output. RES equal to 30, 40, 50. RES is generally a filter object. Generally, it won't print that address. It will print the address, right? Now, if I'm printing RES 30, 40, 50. So, filter function, first you need to understand, first argument is what? Lambda function. Second argument is what? X is what? A list. So, first it takes checks the condition. Y value, first Y takes 10. 10 greater than 20? No. 20 greater than 20? No. 30? Yes, true. 40, true. 50, this is the output. Now, see this one example, right?
What is the type of result here? What will be the type of result? It's a list type or what?
Filter type. Type of RES is filter type only. Type of it is giving list type. Okay. A type of RES is list type.
Could you please explain like here once again like y semicolon y greater than 20, right? So how is the y value is getting here?
So here to the filter function, what is the first argument? Two arguments. One is lambda, iterable type like list.
Okay.
So for filter function, what is the first one I have taken? Lambda. How to define lambda? Lambda, some argument with any name. Expression. Expression means what? Those elements whose value above 20 means y should be above 20. So first y takes the value 10 from the x. First y takes 10. 10 greater than 20? No. Next it takes 20 greater than 20? No. 30, yes. True means filter it. 40 greater than 20? Yes. True means filter it. 50 greater than 20? Yes. 50.
Sir,
So,
why
so
it will go for to compare with x? Because y is different and x is different, no? Sorry, you are giving comma x. That's why.
Giving filter, check with this expression in x. Filter from this x based on this condition.
Means
Filter
that
from this x
x.
used on based on this means here whenever you give lambda means this is going to work with each element, just like each element.
so here how y will come to know you are giving y semicolon y greater than 20, right? Initially, it will check y
We
value is.
should give the any command, any condition you need to provide. We are providing the condition y should be greater than 20.
Yeah, but how y will come to know y value will get as a 10, 20, 30, 40.
Generally this lambda y is there, right? This lambda y, what values it is going to take means whatever value you are providing as a second argument. As a second argument, whatever you are taking, that list one by one value it is going to take. Whenever you are using lambda, right, we are going to provide this second compulsory. The second argument should be like list type. So it
Okay,
is
means that there will be the list and that y value will compare that list first value
see
every
in
time.
the filter function there are two arguments. What is the second argument here?
X list one, that is.
List.
Okay, okay, I got it now.
Hmm. So x is the second. From that x, take one by one value y and compare with that condition. So y means takes one by one value from the x. First y takes 10 from x. Check the condition 10 greater than 20. No. 20 greater than 20. No. 30 greater than 20. True. It filters.
Now that 30, 40, 50 are the y values, now.
30, 40, 50 are the result. RES. RES is that list. Y takes one
Okay,
by one value. Just like for loop, right? P takes
right, right,
P
right.
takes 10, P takes 20. Similarly, Y takes 10, Y takes 20, Y takes 30, each element. Now, for your understanding, one more example on this, right? This time I'll take some implies data, EMP equal to. I'll take some implies data like this. Please be in mute. Who is this? Manish Kumar, be in mute. Implies details like list of lists. I'm taking list of lists. Employee ID, employee name, some name, salary, department number, employee ID name, salary, mail, department 11, city, Hyderabad. Comma, you say? Hyderabad is not closed. See the one more example, right? Employees, first record, second record, 1 or 2. Some Blake, 1 or 2 Blake, 20,000. One or 3. Department 11, Pune. ID, name, salary, sex, department number and city. Next one more. 104. Check this, a list within lists, list within list. Something is missed. What is it?
In Pune, single limit.
What is it? Pune should be in single quote. Here Pune, right? Yes. This is your list. Okay. Now task. What is my task? Observe. Filter only employees who belongs to the city. Who belongs to a city? Hyderabad, HYD. Filter only employees who belongs to city Hyderabad. Try to say everyone. RES equal to filter function. Filter function, what is the first argument? What is the first argument to this filter?
Lambda.
Lambda. How
Lambda.
can lambda, LAMBDA, lambda. I am taking one argument x. And what is the condition I need to give? Condition. Previously, okay, whose salary above 20,000. Here, what is that? Who belongs to city Hyderabad?
City is equal to Hyderabad.
Yeah, someone said, right? Ajay Pat.
X equal to Hyderabad.
X of X means what? X means first X takes the first list, first element. In that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X of 5. X of 5. What is X here? X means each element. Each element means what? List. The previous example, each element is integer. Now each element, X means what? Each element. Each element is what type? Excuse me. In the previous example, example 1, Manish Kumar, be in mute.
I'm on already in mute actually.
There are two people, right, with Manish Kumar. Who are they? X equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. Now observe. Here, what is X here? But clearly understand here. Here, Y indicates each element. each element of list. Which is each element of list which is integer. Now in our example, right, what is each element here? In this example, right, what is each element? X means what? Here X means what? Each element. Each element is what data type? Hmm. Here X indicates each element.
List type.
List type. In that list, X of 5 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If X of 5, if X of 5 is equal to Hyderabad, then only filter that. And what is the second argument?
EMP.
EMPS list type. So here filter function clearly saying provide the first argument as lambda, second argument like EMPS.
So it reads in a right direction like that. Means first it will take the value of the EMPs,
So
and that one by one that value taken by the X, and it will compare. Yeah.
those who ask your query, who is asking query, your name is Manish Kumar.
No, Kalyan.
Then you are joined with Manish Kumar name.
No, I think no.
I won't see any name with the
Yes,
name.
yes. I think joined it Manish Kumar due to some issue, but it is due to not my mistake, I think.
Right click on that and rename. Right click
Okay.
on that. Filter lambda x. You see, understand this, right? Here lambda x means each element. Each element means each list. X takes the first list. In the first list, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Be in mute, right? Be in mute, Kalyan. Understand this filter function takes two arguments. First one is lambda. You need to clearly understand this lambda behavior. In every example, this lambda will be used in our PySpark. Without lambda, there is no example at all. That's why I'm saying again and again the lambda behavior. See, within the filter, lambda is used. Filter takes two arguments. First argument is lambda. Second argument is iterable type like list as per that. Now, how this lambda syntax lambda argument expression. Okay, X means here each element. Each element means list type. Each element
So,
is what type? There are 4 elements totally. Each element
sir,
is list type. In that list, the condition means X of 5. This is if it is equal to Hyderabad, filter it. First X takes the first list. From the first list, X of 5 is Hyderabad is equal to, okay, it filter it. Second time X takes the second list. Second list X of 5 is Pune. No, it won't filter. Third list, no. Fourth list, yes. Two because it is going to filter, right? Now say enter and say RES. Now you got only those who belongs to city Hyderabad, 101 and 104. Any query? Yes.
sir, what is the functionality of X colon there? Means why there is a need of X colon? So means I think you are saying that that is the argument, but I'm not getting that syntax X
What is
colon.
the syntax of lambda?
Mm, Means that is the without
Colon.
name function.
Syntax
Okay,
is
means that
colon
is
is.
mandatory like that. Okay,
So that's why
okay,
first example in lambda I discussed. Lambda
okay,
argument expression.
okay. Got it, sir.
Okay, understood this example, everyone? Where is it? Filter only those records who belongs to city Hyderabad means Each time x takes one record, first record it takes and checks x of 5 is equal to Hyderabad in the TMPS. No. See the second task. See the second task in this. Task 2. Filter only male employee records. Only male employee records. Filter only male employee records. Now everyone try to answer. I want only male employees. Try to say RES equal to everyone. Hello.
Filter.
Filter. Yes.
Lambda.
Lambda.
Lambda is the first argument. X means each element. Each element means each list. Try to say what is the condition I need to give.
Sir, x of 3. X of 3.
X of 3. X is 0, 1, 2, 3. X of 3 means gender. X of 3 if it is equal to M. If it is
M.
equal to M. That is the condition in lambda. Second one is what is the second argument? To filter. Iterable type means like list. It is. Second argument. Lot of
EMP.
sound. Kalyan, you be in mute totally. Totally you be in mute. You can give your response through chat. You'll got lot of background noise. So what is the second argument to this?
EMPS.
EMPS. EMPS means compulsory the first argument is lambda. Second argument is what? Iterable type means which has got multiple values like list or tuple or set. So now just it filters. Just check this RES, right? Only those male employees, Miller and Blake. Only Miller and Blake. Understood this?
Yes, sir.
Now observe this task 3. Multiple tasks on this. Task 3. Filter those whose salary above 20,000, right? Try to say yes. RES equal to yes, everyone. Filter those whose salary above 20,000.
Filter.
Filter.
Lambda. X colon. X of 2 greater equal to 20.
Lambda keyword. X is
X
the
of-
each list. X of
2
2
greater equal to 20.
if it is greater than 20,000.
Equal to
Greater than 20,000. So those whose salary above 20,000, right? So greater than 20,000, comma. What is the second one? List. What is the name of list? EMPS. EMPS. That's it. Now say enter. RES. Only those whose salary is above 20. Who is that? So about 30,000. This 40,000, right? Understood now, everyone? Any queries in this? So just I have taken EMPS records, right? Task 1. Any query in this, anyone? In lambda and filter? How lambda is used within another function like filter? Now we can also provide multiple conditions also. Observe this task 4. We can also provide multiple conditions. We can also provide multiple conditions. Multiple conditions. We can also provide multiple conditions. Observe. filter those whose salary above 20,000 and belongs to department 12 and belongs to department number 12. Hmm. Try to say the command, right? Yes, everyone. Yeah. And A and D you can use, right? Department number X of, okay, yes. Try to say RES equal to, yes, try to say loudly, RES equal to, everyone, filter,
Filter lambda.
lambda, X means each element is a list type. In that list, we want first salary above 20,000 means X of 2 should be greater than 20,000, X of 2 greater than 20,000. And logical end, X of 4 department number means X of 4 should be X of 4 equal to 12. This is the first one. Second one is what? EMPS, the list. Print RES, right? It prints only one employee whose belongs to department 12 and salary above 40,000, right? Yes. Now that is filter, right? Next, map function. There is what? Map function. Similar to filter function, we have got another function, map function. I am just taking the map function also. Yes, copying the same. Map function also similar to filter. These three functions are important in Python, in PySpark. Map function is very important. Map and lambda and filter. These three are mostly used. Map. Map means, the name itself saying, what do you mean by map? Map is nothing but just like assign. Map each employee with some ID. Map each student with some roll number. Map each customer with some ID. If a customer name is there, map him with some ID. For each element transformation. For each element transformation. Now previously we used map function also takes two arguments. Why map means for each element transformation. Whatever transformation is applied should be applied in each and every element. If there are 100 records, the transformation should be applied on all the 100 records. Map function takes two argument. See this. Observe this. X is a list. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now how lambda is used within this map function? Previously within the filter. Now within the map, first argument lambda, second argument iterable type like list. Iterable type means multiple values. X equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now, task is adding 5 to each element, means whatever transformation you are performing, right, should be applied on each and every element. Now try to say, I want to add 5 to each element of the list. Try to say res equal to, yes, everyone. What is the function? Map function. Previously filtered, right? Now try to say lambda. Hello. Yeah, try to answer. Lambda.
Why?
X or y, any variable. What is the expression I need to give? To the current x means each element. Each element first x takes 10. Add 5 to it. X plus 5.
X plus 5.
That's it. Second time it takes 20, 20 plus 5. Third time x takes 30, 30 plus 40, 40 plus 50, 50 plus. What is the second argument? Sorry.
X.
Already x, then here you take y. If y plus 1. Here you take x is the list name. X is the list name. Say res. Each and every, if 100 elements are there also, for all the 100 elements, 5 will be added. Yes. Okay. Second example to is okay. Now I'll take this this employees data. This employees data I will take. Copy and paste. Now try to perform various operations on this. Yes, list is created. My list task 1. So task 1, right? Now add 5,000 to the salaries of each employee. To the salaries of each employee. How many employees are there for each? Mapping means each element transformation to the salaries of each employee as bonus. Now, what using map means you are going to map the transformation to each and every employee. Try to say Yes, I want to add 5,000 to the salaries of each employee. RES equal to map of hello, map of, see that what is the first argument? Lambda. Second is list.
X
Lambda
E-
x okay.
X of 2,
X means each element
X of 2
x of 2
plus 5,000.
plus 5,000
comma em.
EMPS.
But check it here. Will you get all the records of EMPS? RES. It is adding 10,000 became 15, 20 became 25, 30 it is printing only that salaries only. But I want every employee record to be printed with the updated salaries. In such case, in this way, I want a list, a squared bracket list I want. In that x of 0 I want, x of 1 I want, x of 2 is plus 5,000 I want, x of 4, x of 3, x of 4, and x of 5. If you got more columns, then use slicing. Now you will get this result, right? For ES. Now each and every employee record with the updated salary.
But in the case of filter, it was giving the same, right? Even if you're
Filter
not.
means based on the filter condition, it is filters the records. But here, map.
If it is only 5, we are giving x of 0, 1, 2, 3, right? But if we have a 50, we cannot give each and everyone in the program, right? Hello?
Yes.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Just now I said that you need to go with slicing. Here I said if 5 columns are there, you specify the 5 columns. But if there are 50 columns, 100 columns, perform slicing. From where to where? After that, okay, from where to where you want to slice, give that start and end index.
Okay. Slice means like, do you have a command like slice or even?
1 second. See, x equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I want to extract the elements from 20 to 60. So x of, from which one? 0 index, 1 index. I want 30 to 60. 30 means which index? 2. 0, 1, 2 onwards I want. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 you want, 3 you want, 4 you want, 5 you want. 2, 2, 6. Always this upper bound will be excluded. 2, 3, 4, 5 it will consider. Now it will print 30 to 60. This is what slicing we say. To which
In above example, how do we use this slicing?
x of 3 from here onwards, x of 0, x of 1, x of 2 as it is. From here x of 3 to x of 50. X of 3 to x of 51. These things you keep it as it is, these 3 elements. And the remaining, you need to slice it. 3 2, if you got 50, it means 51 you need to.
Just I have a question here. So even though we have a 5, but why you given 6 here?
Yeah, always upper bound is excluded access.
Oh, one is extra.
Always, no. Always upper bound is there. This is 2 is called lower bound. This 6 is called upper bound. Always upper bound will be excluded.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So this is next one more task, right? Observe this task 2. See these employee names. Blake B in lowercase, Sony S in lowercase, Sita S in, all are in lower cases. Now, transform each employee name. Each employee name to start with uppercase. Transform each employee name to start with uppercase. Each employee name to start with uppercase. Now try to say. Same thing. RES lambda of x of 0 as it is, x of 1 as it is. X of 1 only, right? I need to make some changes that x of 1. X of 1 means employee name. There is a method called capitalize. There is a method called capitalize in Python, right? Capitalizes only the first string. See, in Python, if I take this Python shell in my Windows, this is the Python shell. X equal to Python. So if I want Python in uppercase means x dot upper. X is the string dot upper you will get. If you want x dot capitalize, only the first character only capitalizes P. And there is, for example, x equal to for example, big data. For example, big data. Hadoop 3 words I have taken separately. 3 assume that. But I want the 3 words, first characters in the uppercase means there's a method called title, T-I-T-L-E, title, which each and every word, first character in the uppercase. Title method is for each and every word. Capitalize is only the particular word, and upper is to print, lower also there. In this way, many methods are there. Big data. Okay, here also I am using capitalize. Capitalize method will capitalize this B to be capital B, S to capitalize. Only the first character only. Check it. Or ES. Center, right? Understood? M in capital, B in capital, S in capital, S in capital, right? Yes. Understood, right, everyone? Hello? How lambda used within this filter and how lambda used in the map function. These are mostly used. Okay. So this is regarding map function, filter function, lambda function, and functions with return types, with arguments, right? Functional programming with Python, right? Yes. So try to have some knowledge on this lambda. So in every example, we use lambda in PySpark. Okay. Now we'll go with, means next time I'm going to go with inbuilt transformations, inbuilt actions of PySpark. Now I'll go with PySpark, right? Still, if any other Python syntaxes, if it comes, right, during this PySpark itself, I'll be discussing. Fine. Modules and modular programming means Python has got thousands of modules, 89,000 modules for different environments. For data science, it is providing separate modules like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, right? CP, Scikit-learn. So in PySpark is also one of the Python package, right? Python package that's got many modules in it. And also like Pandas module also, it's a big data related module. Fine. So the next I'm going to go with the practicals of PySpark. So what all we discussed in the previous sessions, right? RTDs, RTDs actions, RTDs transformations. Transformation on RTD gives RTD only. Actions on RTD gives Python object, right? And different transformations and actions one by one with multiple examples. Fine. Before I go with PySpark data frames, data frame APIs, and also like querying, right? Yes. So in the tomorrow session, I will just go with the practicals of PySpark, starting with that actions and transformations. PySpark transformations, PySpark actions, and RTD creations, different ways of creating RTDs. Fine. And how to create partitions. Yeah, notes now itself, I'll forward this one. I'll keep this today's notes, whatever I discussed, right? Clearly. So this was today's notes. Map function, task, and this is filter function. This is lambda function. This is example related to functions. And all that, this is all the previous example for loop, all this. Okay, 1 second. See, there won't be any change of the link, right? Same link will be followed up to the end of this course. There won't be any change in the PySpark. And also, I hope everyone are in the WhatsApp group, right? Everyone are in the WhatsApp.
No, Vijay, can you add my
Notes on the WhatsApp.
I will watch.
Yes, Ramon, just give WhatsApp. Give me a text message in WhatsApp. You can see in the chart, right? This I forwarded this. You can see in the chart. can just copy that notes, right? It's in the chart panel, in the Zoom chart. Still anyone not in the WhatsApp group? Now you can see you got that WhatsApp link, right? Ram Mohan, the WhatsApp. Hello.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll continue tomorrow, right?
Sir, day before yesterday, I had a scoop class. That recording is not uploaded yet, actually.
Yeah, I'll intimate them.
Yeah. Thank you.